Hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm a bit of a mess today. Like, I woke up and my hair is just all over the place. Mainly at the back, so you won't have to see it, but I don't know, I must have had a messy sleep. I was putting my jumper on, I'm like, oh god, my hair. What the hell happened? But anyways, we are back for another day of hardcore WoW gaming. Let's go jump in and see if Tanaris is under attack by Scourge. I'm hoping not. I would like to be able to do the quest here. I may need to go Searing Gorge. Actually fine right now, but here's a caveat. I don't know how long it will be fine for. So we better get to questing. Yeah, more priests today. More Alia leveling. And like I said, Scourge isn't here. Could show up. So let's just do what we can. Hopefully everything. I might actually skip out on the Gazridian for now. We'll go do actual quests. I'm thinking I should just beeline for the Fischl Shrubs, because that is a potential Scourge location. So if we just beeline there, do that first. Probably for the best. Yeah, it's always, because of the Scourge event, it's a risk, right? Because you gotta hope that we log in and we're able to actually do something. Otherwise, as I said, Legion Remix is on right now, and there's ever a day where I can't actually level. Like, say we have to go to Blasted Lands, but the Scourge in the way. Probably just play some Remix, honestly. Got a new wand yesterday. We'll do a little bit more damage with our wand now. Means our DPS goes up. Always fun. I did play till about level 30 on Remix last night. Going quite fast. Once you get a few experience up stacks, you know, because it's Remix, it's going to give you a lot of bonus experience and stuff like that. I'm only going to level 1 character. I cannot be bothered doing like 100 characters like some people probably will. I'm leveling a Balanced Druid. It's a bit different to Balanced Druid in Classic, but it's more or less the same as Season of Discovery, like 2-stack Wrath, 2-stack Starfire, stuff like that. They're more or less the same as Sword, Boomkin. So I at least have experience with it. But you also get all the like extra abilities, like Shark coming out of the ground, stuff like that. So it's like Season of Discovery on crack. Remix, honestly. But I'll probably just play it until level cap and then maybe do the raids 1 time, maybe 2 times with the guild when they do them, and then just not really care. Focus on starting my Warhammer Online group after that. Once the hype of Legion Remix dies down, then I can get my friends involved. Because I do actually want to play some Warhammer. Even though there's not much PvE content, and it's mostly a PvP game. I feel like I would at least like to get to, you know, level cap Maybe not renown cap, because that's going to take a lot more work. I'll probably just go to like level 40, which is the character cap. Get to like 50 renown and then be like, alright, I've done enough. Like a short-term project, but I think it will be a bit of fun. It's just too bad they can't really add like new stuff. They have added new dungeons and, you know, added mechanics and stuff to them and stuff, which is cool. But they can't add like new races and all that. Because then you'd need like animations and abilities and everything. And it's going to take like a whole actual studio. Cool to have it. But it's too bad there won't ever be like more content. Alright, let's get to killing the thistle shrubs. There's a hunter down here, so I'm wondering. He's running away. Maybe not. I was just about to say, I'm wondering if he's going to want to be here and doing Tuga's quest or whatever. In the heart of the wild immediately is pretty nice. Just because we got Grocket next. The Dreamweave Circlet is going to require some Heart of the Wild, so yeah. That's a pretty good drop. Gosh, our damage is insane. Elliot almost died yesterday, for anyone who wasn't here. I was on like 400 health, fighting a mob that was enraged, without shield and 0 mana. My heart was racing. Honestly, the first time my heart has actually been speed running while playing hardcore in quite a while. Yesterday. It was fun. I'm like, oh, there's that rush that I haven't had in a while. But yeah, I was doing the escort for the Hinterlands chicken. I got it done, but yeah, it was a little bit scary for a moment. Gonna make for some good content though, huh? Hey, we got our gland and free mobs once again. Same as Balmer. Honestly, we do a lot of wand damage now. We could probably just wand after 2 mind flays. As we get resist, but like 130 DPS still. We can be a bit more efficient with our mana because of that. I don't mind. And at level 50 we'll get a bigger Shadow Word Pain to, you know, make it even more efficient. Another Heart of the Wild. Oh. Yes, please. 2 within like 5 or 6 mobs? I don't mind that. Like, it sucks that Alia won't be able to get the Dreamweave Circlet. Like, while I'm playing her. But at least she'll be able to look forward to it next time we play her. There's always a plus. You know, as long as we actually make it to 51 on Alia. Which I think we should. even though we are doing some crazy stuff, I think we should be able to make it. The crazy stuff is what's gonna make us make it, right? Almost double clicked mindfully. And by double click I mean double tap, because I don't click my abilities most of the time. I click my water. Like it's Alt 6. It's not that hard to hit, but just easier for me to click, honestly. I have bound things to Alt 6 before and actually used it. But with water, it's just like whatever. Good. Also, our third Heart of the Wild. Absolutely popping off on the Heart of the Wilds right now. Which is great. The more we get, the less we have to farm. Which, right now, I don't think we'll have to farm any. Basically get 3 of them as soon as we log in. If Tuga is around here somewhere, I will do Tuga's quest, obviously. It's worth 6,000 experience. You'd have to be crazy to not. Otherwise, we'll just move on to like the ogres. I would like to do Tuga's quest though. Like I said, 6,000 experience, you'd have to be crazy if you don't. Oh. We're on a roll. Heart of the Wilds everywhere. Yes, please. They are level 50 mob. Don't need this guy, but he is in the way. Fella was really just walking over you, wasn't he? I'm just a bit nervous about the Scourge popping up here, honestly. Which, I think anyone who's leveling in Tanaris during the Scourge event probably would be. Especially because they can spawn down here. This is one of the potential areas of danger. But if I can knock out Tanaris as fast as possible, probably get to 49, or be at least really close to it, I can go to Searing Gorge, and even though Searing Gorge isn't completely free because there is dangerous stuff there, I won't have to worry about the Scourge. That's pretty good. I would feel less worried about everything in Searing Gorge. Than I do down here. I will probably try the Tanaris chickeny squad as well. I mean, we've done the other two, though. Oh, so close to 800. We can definitely crit for 800. I've seen it now. 797. We can definitely do 800. Honestly, the next time I play this character, Another hard in the wild. That's 5. That's insane. The next time I play this character, we're going to have Dreamweave Circlet, which is going to be another 22 spell damage. We get a new Mind Blast at 52, and a new Mind Flay. Our damage is going to be absolutely ridiculous, I think. The next time we're playing Alia. I'm really looking forward to it. Already. We haven't even finished this character for this league, and I'm already looking forward to playing it next time. Did I mention that Priest might be my favourite class to play in hardcore now? Alright, so Tuga is not down here. He could be down further. But I want to go check up here first. I mean, the quest icon is usually down here, so I'm wondering, you know, if Questy knows something I don't. It looks like Questy does know something I don't. What the hell? That's crazy, actually. Because the quest icon was down here yesterday. And now it's up here, and Tuga's up here. That's, didn't expect it. Questy's knowledgeable. Let's go, Tuga. I was thinking about doing Tuga's quest while doing the chicken escort, but I think that's a bit much. Like, you know, we'd have to run over there. See what I mean about the Scourge though? Oof. Seeing that over there, gross. That might be where they're coming next. Or where they just were, I don't know. But yeah, doing the Tuga quest while doing the chicken escort, I think would be a lot. So I'd have to run over to here, do the chicken escort while escorting Tuga. They do go to the same spot, but we are on a time limit. So I think we'll just... No, we're not there yet, Tuga. I forgot that he did that. I'm gonna be honest, like, he didn't do it last time I was doing this quest. Little bastard. Little bastard turtle. Yeah, we'll do Tuga and then probably the ogres. Maybe the Homan Beacon after that. And then hopefully the Scourge still aren't here. And we'll go to Silifid. I guess maybe... Are we going to be doing the Silifid cave down south? The Redemption Quest. Because maybe I'd save the escort until after the Silifid. We've got to go down there anyway. Or we could just go down there, have a look, see if it's safe, and then decide. All in all though, want to hit 49 here. And then... wondering where my cure disease button was. 49 here, and then go to Searing Gorge. And hopefully hit 50 over there. That's a pretty good goal. Even if we don't hit 50 there, we then have like Furbolg grinding. The last parts of Foralis that we could do. And then we just gotta make our way to 51. Shouldn't be that bad, surely. Even if we need to grind a little bit. I think it'd be awesome to hit 49 or 50 this week. If we hit 49 today and hit 50 tomorrow, assuming I'm streaming, that would be pretty cool. Because then I can like log out for the weekend and come back with a little bit of reset experience to hit 51, and that would probably be helpful. Probably be quite helpful indeed. So many mobs out here today. At least we got some Gazridian on the way. The staff from the Gazridian quest is better than mine, so I'm gonna want to use it. It's 1 extra spirit and like 4 intellect instead of stain. And because we now have 56 health on our fortitude, we've got a lot of stain. Last thing. Okay, we're almost at Gaggetson. You can definitely mount while doing this quest, and it might make it like 1 or 2 minutes faster, but you've got to stop so much on the mount that I'd rather just keep running. Feels better to just hold forward than it does to be like, you know? Making my way downtown with Tuga. He's chasing me. We're homebound. Cost so much mana to fortitude. Crazy. Someone just said in chat, anyone need the escort? What escort? I'm doing an escort right now. Taking my turtle out for a walk. If chicken escort, yes. This guy's Ridian. Man, this quest being half an hour though, it does make you think, like... It takes me about 10 minutes to run across Tanaris. A half-hour timer, I bet there's some people that probably take almost half an hour to get here. Maybe they do other things while they're running, you know? Maybe they're like fighting the whole way. I mean, obviously the devs wanted to give people time, right? So it's good that it's got half an hour. Bangkok. The hell? But I feel like 15 minutes is enough, honestly. Because we fought a lot of mobs. And we still made it in about 10 minutes. Can't see the timer right now, but it's got 20 minutes 30 left. It's stuck in the words. Alright, Tuga, have fun with your wife telling you off and stuff like that. Now, I'm actually gonna grab this quest to go to the Burning Steps now. Because other than maybe doing the chickeny score, I won't be coming back here. But this quest is definitely worth, because it's over 2k experience. Even though we're not gonna do the dungeons. Still big XP. I wonder how big our shield's gonna be in 2 more levels. It should be at least like 660. Probably gonna be 666, let's be real. We're a priest. Shadow priest. I already know where it's leading. You want the improved power word fortitude? You're gonna have the number of the beast. These video games are very predictable. Still no Scourge here. Still in a good position. I think I will go down to this place, grab what Garsridium we can, go to the ogres. And then hopefully, after we kill the ogres, we finish the Garsridium pretty quickly. I will go hand in first.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real. Hurry back. Glad I could help.
Ellie has actually been pretty good at finishing quests.
What's up? Keep it real. Hurry back. Glad I could help.
Like, we've been able to actually do a lot on this character.
Hey, how you doing? Hurry back. Be careful out there.
The hinterlands later.
Yeah, what do you want? Have a good one.
Send those Heart of the Wilds to grok it. You know, just in case. I wouldn't want to lose 5 Heart of the Wild. We already lost 4 Wildvine. We don't really need Wildvine as much now, but when we lost it, it was quite important. Right. Let us proceed outward. Any Gars Ridian we can find along the way. There's a plus. I don't know if when the Scourge arrive in a zone if they yell or whatever, but I know they do yell when you're around the area they are. As I was running towards this place yesterday, Scourge were out here and they were yelling. So hopefully if they do arrive in a zone, they do a little yell first. That would be helpful. I don't want to just randomly have them show up in front of me, you know? Would not be cool, man. Be super uncool, in fact. Super uncool. He's super uncle. Best uncle in the world. Try. Had to babysit my sister's kids a few times. I feel like they thought I was a cool uncle, you know, I let them watch TV and stuff like that. But also if they wanted to, you know, go out, jump on trampoline, I'd sometimes go out, jump on trampoline with them. That's pretty cool, I think. I have never wanted kids of my own, but I don't mind hanging out with, like, kids of my siblings. As long as they're not little rascals. There was, like, a time where my niece, you know, about the age of 3, where she was just, like, attacking everybody. Absolutely feral. Toddlers are crazy. But elsewise, they're okay. And they will always tell you what they think, you know, children. That is one thing I like. You know, a lot of adults will avoid saying what they actually think because of conflict or whatever, but children are just like, you're ugly today, and I'm just like, thanks. Good to know. You're ugly too. And then they start crying. It's like, oh, dish it out, we go. Imagine you just roasting like a 2-year-old. She started it. I'll have to go back to Australia at some point soon and see those little rascals again. They're all going to be all growing up by the time I get back over there. I've been gone for like nearly 3 years now. 2.5 years since I came back to New Zealand. It's just quite expensive for plane tickets right now. But especially from Australia. Like, New Zealand to Australia is not so bad. But Australia to New Zealand is like double the price. Do have a friend coming over in December though. Looking forward to hopefully having the time to get out and finally meet a person that I've known for like 10 years and never met. always fun with World of Warcraft, you know? Or just any online thing. Like, you meet someone, you get to know them, spend a lot of time getting to know each other. It's like, you basically know them, but you've never actually met them. It's always crazy to think about. Like something to look forward to in a few months, I guess. Either this mob or the mob after will be the final mob of Rested Experience. For now. Elliot did have a lot of leveling with Rested, so it's gone quickly this league. But, you know, it's not complete Rested. We're not getting like 7 levels of it. But it's okay. Son of Tonka just hit level 6. I'm assuming by Tonka he means Hyla 1. I've seen Son of Tonka around. I think the last time I saw him he was actually in Tanaris. When one of my characters were. Imagine it's actually Tyler 1, he's just playing like World of Warcraft off stream, he's fucking addicted now, you know? It would be funny. I think he was a bit addicted though, honestly. Like, World of Warcraft, when you start it, and you're actually like into it and you're gearing up and all that, it is pretty addicting, I'm gonna be honest. We've all been there. I've been addicted to World of Warcraft throughout my time playing. Not so much anymore, thankfully. You know, I still like to play. Don't need to be addicted to play though. Just a good game. There's a lot of people out there that are like, nah, WoW sucks. Like, well, is there any MMO that is better? Than classic World of Warcraft. Like, I'm playing the anti-social challenge, right? The hardcore medley doesn't need to rely on anyone else. I have 0 mana. That's actually insane that I have the perfect amount of mana to do that. But I literally don't need to rely upon anyone for what I'm doing in the game right now. But if I wanted to play, you know, regular World of Warcraft, join a guild, whatever, there's so much social stuff to do in this version of the game. It's actually one thing that Warhammer Online does pretty well. Because the PvE content, even though there's not much of it, is quite hard. And then it's mostly a PvP focused game, right? So social interaction's pretty big in there. I think in terms of MMO, getting you being social, if you want to be, you don't have to be. Like, I've played WoW on and off for 20 years and I've been social a lot of the time, and now I'm just doing what I want to do. I do always love when, you know, someone comments on one of my YouTube videos telling me to stop playing WoW when I'm not being social. It's like, man, I've played this game for so damn long. I don't need to do the same gameplay every time. Like, once you've played through all the dungeons and you've been social and all that. Classic WoW for me was that last time where I was like, alright, I'm gonna play through, I'm gonna join a guild, we're gonna get to know people, like run every dungeon while leveling, do a bunch of dungeons at 60, help people get their like jailbreak thing done and stuff like that. When Classic WoW released, I was the second level 60 warrior in my guild. I ran BRD for like 20 different people. Not 20 different runs, 20 different people. So way more than 20 runs. Just to get like jailbreak and all the elixir chain and stuff done, I was helping people so much. How was I rewarded? I wasn't. But it was fun to do. Made a lot of good friends in the process, I would say. There's a few that I still talk to, but not really too much of them because I drifted away from Classic WoW pretty fast. If I had stayed with Classic WoW, I think, for those 2 years that it was out, like Classic TVC, probably have a much bigger friend circle when it comes to like WoW. But it's okay. I've got the friends that I've got and they're all that I really need. Just wish 2 of them would hit level 50 so we can do Marauder. Lazy bastards. Because I said the Scourge event was going to be happening, so everyone got scared. It's not that scary. I mean, I was a bit scared for a few days too. But now that I've played during it, yeah, it's nothing. It's whatever. Maybe it will get scary throughout the event. But for now, it is, someone put it good on Reddit, a Weenie Hut Jr. Oh. Teleport an ogre. This mage learned how to blink. He's Tiramis in disguise, I know it. He also teleported onto a thing that he might not be able to get off. He's a good thing he's an ogre mage. Past it. But that was crazy. The second time in 2 days that I've had a teleported mob though. I pulled a mob yesterday and it teleported from behind me to in front of me. $815, we finally did it. Woohoo. We hit for over 800. How exciting. That vulnerability mind blast, though, it's big. One more brute. Hit 2 brute. Not gonna have mana to do too much against this mob. Just stack it up a little bit. And then let it rip. Or not. The mob was like, nah, mate. You're going up in the air. Okay. Now let's go kill some bugs. Kill some bugs and then we'll just I'll check out how I feel about the Silifid Cave for the other quest. I'm not sure I'll do it, but check it out while we're down there for the chicken escort. So I'll do that. I don't think the chicken escort in Tanaris is as bad as the Hinterlands and Feralis one if you're actually fighting the mobs. So it should, in theory, be easier. Hopefully. That Fawn's actually pretty helpful. I don't know if Fawn's actually works through shield though. I don't know if it's like fully helpful. What mob is he gonna do? The Wasp or the Sandreed? Didn't want to accidentally aggro, you know, the mob that he's going for. That'd just be rude. Although, it does look like he's been killing some mobs around, so... But I'd go a bit deeper than I usually want to. Be dirty. Do these guys final sting? Doesn't look like it. Or at least it didn't say he would. We're right at the edge of Unguro. That's scary. I'm gonna be honest. Just being like at the edge of Unguro is scary. Yeah, I don't think Fawns actually works through shield, so against the Swarmers, I'm still kind of in the same situation. Obviously, if shield fell off, Fawns would be working, but not exactly what you want. Making me drink again because fort buff is like 1,000 mana. Okay. At least I got a buff out of it. Of course there's a fella doing the fucking escort for the chicken right now. Bit annoying. Like I'm literally on the other side of Tanaris. Eastern Plague Link. No, it's still thought it was gone for a minute. I think that guy has a True Silver Champion. So his Holy Shield actually just trolled him there. Because similar to Powered Fortitude, Retribution Aura also doesn't proc True Shield. The big troll. Pull a Swarmer though. Once shield fades, it kill the aids. It will fade. Pretty good timing too, like that works. Pretty good. It's always nice to have, you know, Fort, Wisdom, Mark of the Wild. Good amount of shit, you know. We have 450 Spirit with Spirit Tech right now. That's pretty nice. Very close to 49. I don't think we quite get there when we hand in. But we should be quite close. That thing seems to be proccing quite a lot actually, a True Silver Champion. Maybe it is worth making. The only reason I wouldn't want to make it though is the materials. It's like 18 True Silver bars or something. Like we can make it. But yeah, the True Silver bar. Pretty low damage weapon as well. Not one of the beast. But yeah, this is gonna be our weapon for now. Hell yeah. I think our 2 last upgrades have been a staff. I knew these guys rain. 133 wand crit. Damn. Pretty big. I think that's our best wand crit yet. Obviously it depends on like your wand speed and all that. That is pretty funny though. when the shield breaks. Like I lose lots of stacks of inner fire, but how we know it's working. Need one bug part with 3 bars from leveling. 49's not too exciting, but we do get more absorption for our shield, so at least it's something. It's not like when we level up on, say, the Paladin, you know, when we took Redoubt. It's at least more interesting than that. Not to get drops out. Allier and Questar NG. They're at odds with each other, always have been. Spell magic doesn't get rid of poison, right? Poison seems like it should be magic. Sometimes forget I even have Dispel Magic, I'm gonna be honest. Because I'm not like doing dungeons, healing, stuff like that. Like if I was doing dungeons, I'd remember I have it because there's so much magic in dungeons that you gotta get rid of. Trust me, as someone who's tanking dungeons on hardcore with a druid healer, I would notice. There's so many times where I'm like, man, I wish we had Dispel Magic. But we have a druid healer. Could be worse. Could have no healer. We almost did have no healer a few weeks ago. Apparently he got down to 4% while doing Caliph Scorpid Sting. Yeah, could have no healer. So I'm thankful we at least have healer. Even though he is probably... Yeah, he's one of those guys that likes to play a lot, so if he is into playing, he's going to play the hell out of it. But because the hardcore medley's been like slow over time, well, not the hardcore medley, our hardcore characters that we're leveling in the group, has been slow over time. It's like every few months there's like an urge and then it falls off. At least we played for a few weeks this time before people stopped. Just because there's so much frickin' happening though. Like I want to play Warhammer Online, but I'm not going to start committing to it until people are sated with like Legion Remix and stuff like that. Didn't help that daylight saving started. Definitely an issue. My retail guild didn't even raid last night. Had too many people away. For various reasons, I guess. I don't really have access to the AFK channel anymore because I'm not raiding. I think they just forgot to, you know, put the permissions, but it doesn't matter. $27 out of 30. Close. Hopefully get it done on the way down. Then once we're done with all that, we're pretty much finished Tanaris. That's cool. Hey mate, I killed some bugs.
Keep it real.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll do Scrimshank Redemption, but
Talk to me. Keep it
take
real.
it. I'll have a look. Even though we've done some hard stuff on earlier, we don't need to do everything.
Can I help you? Right.
In fact, we don't need to do everything because we've done some hard stuff. The more hard stuff you do, the less you have to do everything. Because you don't need the experience as well.
Have a good one.
Water costs a lot of money now, I'm gonna be honest. Any character that I need to buy like consistent water for, it's a lot less on the priest than say the boomkin. Maybe even paladin. Though the paladin has less mana, so it's don't need to buy the super good stuff just yet. What, he'd have a big aggro radius. Starving, of course. But yeah, water does cost quite some money in this game. It's one thing you appreciate when you're like a warrior or a rogue. It's like, well, I don't need water, so I'm gonna save like probably 100 gold over the whole journey to 60, honestly. Especially as a boomkin. Like one thing I'm looking forward to seeing when I hit 60 on all the characters, even though I have moved some money between them, I am looking forward to seeing how much money they all have. When they hit 60. And then I'm looking forward to just giving it to my rogue and buying an epic mount. Probably. Right now the rogue is still in the prio for the epic mount. Ali is probably P2. Then Francie and Grocket I would say are pretty tied for P3. I'm only really going to care to buy one epic mount. That is the end goal of the medley for now. Something else might pop up, like I might want to go and do dungeons. Something like that, yeah. There is a lot of possibilities. Grab this just in case there's a wild vine in it. Plus we got a level. Even without a wild vine. Still good.
Yo! Glad I could help.
I mean that staff.
Hurry back.
And I'd be taking it anyway because big money. Get our intellect back that we dropped yesterday. Alright. Gonna head down towards Chicken. I will look at how scary this place looks elsewise, but we'll at least do the Chicken. I think post Chicken should get us quite close to 49. Even if we don't do the the other thing. Urge there. Yeah, they're here and everywhere, they are. Well, actually, it will get us to 49 because I haven't even handed in the first quest, so I'm going to get like 4,400 experience for that also. See if it's even there though. There have been some people asking to do the chicken escort today. Sadly, when I am on the other side of the planet. Yeah, I'll hand it in now. Then I want to have a look here. See, the thing I'm worried about with this now is the swarmers. There are a lot of them down here. I'll just forget about it. Give the escort a try. This one should be easier than the other ones. Should be. As long as Scourge don't invade. Imagine you're doing the chicken escort and then the Scourge invade, like right here in front of you. It's like, well, not so easy anymore. Maybe we'll get lucky and there is a strategy, right? Where you let the chicken die on these scorpions but kill them. And then when you come back, the scorpions won't respawn. It's only a strategy because I found it out when I, you know, randomly had it happen. Chicken. Knew that was gonna. It's not the beast thing even. Considering. I also need mana for the next part, so I might just have to do some wanding. Because right over here is when these loot them just in case of epics. Chicken was just like, I'm gonna keep walking, okay? Sometimes, chicken. Oh no. Well, the Scourge have arrived. Also, that was the worst timing ever on that. And they're pretty close. Remember what I said about the Scourge arriving as you're doing the chicken? I'm going to get my ass out of Dodge. Assuming I can. There are two necropolises. Cigarettes. I don't know what. I think they're necropolis. They're flying, right? Does that mean there is more? Well, we are pretty close to 49. Couldn't do that escort. Just bad timing on the Scourge, but also like the patrols. They were both going to pull. It just so happened that they were equidistant between them from the chicken. They end up pulling win mobs. But that's okay. Time to get out to Naris anyway and go elsewhere. Daring Gorge will have to carry us a bit. But Tanaris we were at least almost done with. Like, it was just literally the chicken escort is all I have left. Is down here, at least. And hey, at least they do a little yell before they show up. The mouth of Calvazard said, "Can you feel it, prophetic creatures? Power over this land is but a precursor. Soon your precious holdings will be in our grasp. You will fall before the might of the Scourge." I might also go up to the hinterlands before going to Searing Gorge just to get the Violet Dragon. Druid's leaving. Is it like when you're leveling in hardcore, if the Scourge invade your zone, you'll either be very careful or you just leave. I don't think there are any that spawn up here. Thankfully, they're just south of town. But it does make for an interesting time. Every time these things pulsate, I'm like, ooh. Are they like shooting out bullets at people? Scary, actually. Okay, so we're going to up here. Do we have any reason to go to like Booty Bay or anything? Not really.
Welcome.
I'll see you later, Tanaris. It's been fun.
Safe travels.
See, there's multiple spawn areas. At least we got it done. All of the Tanaris stuff we pretty much got done right before the Scourge. I am happy with that. We are now less than 700 experience away from leveling. That's really cool. So we'll get our Violet Bargain and then go to Searing Gorge. I'm thinking. Got a lot of quests to do here. Should be able to blast through it. And maybe, if today's footage is good, maybe I'll keep it for like... So I think if the Scourge event is just at a zone, all the areas are attacked, right? So, you know, Tanaris right now would be absolutely terrible to be doing what we were doing when we first got there. So it is a little bit scary to be in the zones when they're not there even. But then over time, depending on where people are clearing, like this is probably going to go first because it's right outside town. But it depends if people actually are clearing, because the event's like a week old now. So, you know, people are probably still farming. Fuck you, boat. People are probably still farming, like, necrotic runes for their weapon oil and sharpening stones, but I feel like a lot less than what they would be doing on the first few days. Really annoying that the boat left right as I was landing, but it happens. Oh. Yawn. So our shield right now is 635. It does go up a little bit every level, but also we're going to get a bit more. So going to see how much it goes up. Do I get a new inner fire? 50? Not bad. Three people just hit 60 at the same time. But one of their names is Udder Sniffer, so yeah, I don't. What the hell? Oh, it's Nudist. I've seen this hunter before. I think they were like level 20 last time I saw it. Yeah, they're doing a new challenge. I don't know if they use weapons or whatever, but hunter would be pretty easy to do even with weapons as a nudist. Let's be honest. It's not like it would change that much. In fact, if you're using a pet, it's probably going to be easier because you'll never take aggro from your pet. Our next level is actually quite expensive. Like, we're going to need pretty much everything other than Fade. Oh, he said Damn, I can do up to level 70 with Mind Soothe at 52. That's crazy. TBC. TBC is gonna be so easy. I don't even remember what they changed with Priest for TBC, I'm gonna be honest. Like, obviously all the classes had some minor changes. I mean, Hunter had a pretty major one. It gets rid of mana and has focus. Maybe it doesn't get rid of mana, but it has focus. I really didn't like Hunter after Focused came in. Why I swapped to Mage. I went from doing like top 10 DPS in my vanilla guild to like struggling to not be lowest DPS in TBC. I think it's just because of the latency, honestly. Focus did not work well with latency. Like, steady shot was quite hard. With 400 emis, I'm gonna be honest. So I swapped to Mage and I was immediately like in the top 5 DPS every fight. You know, I went Fire Mage, I was just absolutely blasting. I had my like Spell Weave or whatever it was called. What was it called? Spell Weave here. Wait a sec. TBC Classic, I'm probably right. Spellfire, that's the one. Had my Spellfire gear. And I was just absolutely blasting. Like, the first raid I went to on my Fire Mage, people were like, wow, you're actually a good player. I'm like, yeah, just Hunter's not gelling with me now. To be fair though, Hunter was my first ever character, so I didn't even know if it was a good character for me in vanilla. Like, obviously I had one, I leveled at 60, I had two I leveled to 60, I made it to not High Warlord, I made it to Warlord. But still, I didn't know if it was even a good class for me. So when TBC came out and made it a bit more complex, I just sucked at it and didn't like it, so I swapped. I have enjoyed playing Mage on and off throughout WoW. Like, Mage is generally a pretty good class, so I sometimes pick it up for a little bit and just absolutely blast on it. And then I'm like, alright, let's go play a hard class again that actually has to struggle for its DPS or something like that, you know? Maybe I should try Shadow Priest in Legion Remix. See how it plays. Paladin and Warlock are doing a battle, right? Hopefully they don't get killed on the... You know, sometimes the guards are like, you know what? You should stop fighting, and they just kill people.
Safe travel.
True story. Usually it's because of a pet. The warlock doesn't have his pet out, it seems, so maybe they don't want to, they don't have to deal with it. Maybe we'll kill a few mobs up here just to hit 49 before we go to Searing Gorge. Doesn't really matter. Probably hit 49 in like 2 mobs after Searing Gorge even. But I have been enjoying Shadow Priests a lot, obviously, in Classic WoW. So I know in retail it's a lot different, but I'm wondering how close to Classic WoW it plays. I know they've changed it throughout the years. Surrender to Madness Shadow Priest was really fun. I am kind of interested in it. Maybe after I get my boomkin to level cap, I'll level Shadow Priest. Because I'd rather get one character capped first because you get bonus experience. So then I can level the Shadow Priest in like 2 hours or something. Or he's head up. My sprite data out. Honestly, forget sometimes. Ultra HC noodle. I guess, like, it's weird seeing people run around with Ultra in their name because it just makes them sound like nerds. You know, weird, super cool guy, you know, something like that. But it is a good way of letting people know that you're playing ultra hardcore, because rightfully so, I think some people that play regular hardcore don't want to group with people playing ultra hardcore, because obviously if they're playing like a healer or something, yeah, it's kind of scary. Get like a little heal sign on portraits and stuff on ultra hardcore from what I've seen. But man, if I was healing and doing that, I would be like scared that I was gonna let someone die every time because you don't know their health. You might be over healing because of it. I do feel like Priest would be one of the easier classes on ultra hardcore though, if you're just doing solo content. As I've said, if you have your bubble and you have your wand, you don't really take damage and you don't really use mana. Pretty chill. It's funny though, people that haven't played Priest in Classic, similar to how I was, like I fought this as well. I think Priest is like one of the slowest classes to level. In my opinion, it's not the fastest. The Hunter and Rogue would be much faster. Maybe the Mage would be faster if I wasn't, you know, grinding for 5 hours for a robe pattern that didn't exist. But I think it's one of the faster characters to level. I'll be honest. 1 to 40 after you get your wand, you don't really have to drink. I don't remember drinking that much on my priest. Throughout the 1 to 40 bracket. But I can see why people would think it would be one of the slowest ones to level, because I also thought that. It just, from the outside, it looks slow and boring, you know? I didn't even know these showed up on the herb tracker. Don't eat me. Ooh. The Blasted Lands is free from the Scourge. If I was level 50, I would be heading down there right now. Sadly, we're only 49. Like, I could still head down there right now and do Blasted Lands, but I'm not, like, mentally prepared for Blasted Lands today because I don't really want to see Tiramis. There is one thing I'm kind of hoping, and I think it's one of the reasons I didn't see Tiramis for so long, because I think Saroji has killed Tiramis hundreds of times in the last few months, because he did power level a character to 60 with the Tiramis Tyranids. So one thing I'm hoping is because of that, a lot of people are, you know, maybe doing that now. So I don't need to see Tiramis anymore. I eventually do go to the Blasted Lands. Yeah, we'll go to Searing Gorge today and worry about the Blasted Lands next time or whenever we have to. Kill anything here. 3 hours, 12 minutes for this level so far, so by the time we fly back to Searing Gorge, kill one mob will probably be 3 hours, 20 minutes for this level or so. Not too bad. Level 47 warriors looking for more for saving Sharpbeak.
What can I do for you?
I will not be helping. I
Off with you.
do not have the Sharpbeak. Even if I did, doing that at level 47 seemed risky. Yeah, anyone who's like level 50 and needs to do Blasted Lands right now is a good time to get down there. Get you half a level. Maybe a whole level if you've got rested. I will go to Searing Gorge. Probably gonna drop these quests just because they are green, and doubt I will be going back to STV for questing anytime soon. That's a big problem with these kind of quests. Like, I either do them around level 40 when they're around that quest level, or I just don't do them because going back up here is such a pain in the ass on Alliance. Like, even after you got a mount, you don't want to have to run all that way, you know? The Horde having a Having a flight path right here makes it so easy. I always do it on Horde. What do we got in Searing Gorge? All of that. That stuff. I don't know about doing the symbol of Ragnaros on this character. I don't know if it's going to be as viable as doing it on the Hunter. Might be a bit silly to try the symbol of Ragnaros on this character. We'll see. I think I'll probably only stream for a few more hours today though. I'm not feeling like super energetic today. I did wake up like an hour before my alarm. Usually see, 8 to 8.5 hours from where I go to bed, so waking up an hour before that makes me feel tired. Struggle to actually function on less than 8 hours sleep. 6 to 7 can get me through the day, but it does make it so if I stream, it's gonna be a bit shorter of one because I don't have the energy to just sit here and talk all day. Even though it doesn't seem like much. A lot of people that play video games in front of their computer aren't talking all day. So, yeah. To anyone who thinks it isn't much to sit there and talk all day, try to be entertaining, all that sort of stuff, keep focused and actually be playing hardcore WoW. Go try it out. If you can do it naturally without getting tired for like 2 months straight, maybe you should be a streamer. Not saying it's super difficult either, but it is just... Especially when you're playing hardcore, you want to be focused. Alright, the Searing Gorge.
Here there. Watch your
Searing
back.
George.
You got my attention. Off with you.
Hello.
How are you? Be good. Talk to me. Watch your back. Off with you. Be good.
I don't even know if there is actually any gear that I get here on the priest. Might all be just like mail and plate. I mean, those aren't bad, but we've got Dreamweave, so we're not gonna replace it. But yeah, all the gear is not for me on the priest, it seems. It's okay. Our priest does have really good gear. I am looking forward to coming here on the warrior and paladin, just because of a few items. Ants as well, I don't know where they are, but here they are.
What can I do for you? See you
Yeah, those
later.
characters will get some good shit. Let's get to work. Level up really fast. 815 crit. Okay, it's... So these rock elementals are immune to my nature wand. That makes sense. Actually, it makes sense. Oh, that guy's fire went everywhere. I wonder if these guys are immune to my nature wand. Hopefully not. No. They're just the rock elementals, which is expected. This guy should level me. Yep, we are 95 experience away. We can use all of our mana. Good. Nice. $669 on the shield now. That's much bigger than I thought it would go already. Didn't get much stats that level. 1 stam, 2 int, 2 spirit. Thankfully I'm not melee, so I don't lose chance to hit there. I'm wondering about Moltorius. Like, we can mind control and get him to kill his friends. Stuff like that, but... you know? Miffin Toyur is taking longer than Rugen took. Got him 3 mobs on Rugen. But sometimes it does take a bit, so I'm not surprised. We're playing Alia after all. Alia's quest RNG is not very good. The worst character for quest RNG, actually. Damn group of people flying somewhere. Damn. What the hell? The whole alliance flying over me right now? They're all a lot of different levels as well. It's not just like one group. Crazy. Just keep coming. Maybe they're in a guild and they're doing like an event or something where they all fly. Like that guy's even level 17. I've never seen that many people fly over me in like succession. They also get to watch me loot a chest. That was crazy though. I mean, they're still going. Four silver, 44 copper. In the box. Nothing. Nothing at all. So that was either a random occurrence where a bunch of people decided to fly over me at one time, or some sort of event. Kind of hoping it was just like a random occurrence, because that'd be kind of cool. And be stabbing. And do be stabbing. We're gonna find an epic today. Trust me. I've played 29 days of the hardcore medley and one hasn't dropped, so today is the day. It's almost been a whole month worth of playtime. It's kind of bad that an epic hasn't. So it must happen. 100%. If an epic doesn't drop today, I quit the game. Imagine. Imagine being free from World of Warcraft because you didn't get an epic drop. Yeah. I can't quit anyway. I've got to finish the hardcore medley at least, right? I need the video series to come to an end. I can't just leave it half done. I'll quit the game after the hardcore medley if I don't get an epic today. Honestly, much more likely. Even though I want to play some TBC hardcore, maybe it's not a good idea. Go play real life hardcore. Can't stream that though, because I would feel so... It's funny, I like streaming and stuff, but I could never be like an IRL stream. Just like interacting with people, but kind of forcing it because you're streaming is... Ugh. I like it. I sometimes like watching some IRL streams just to see what they're doing, but it always makes me cringe because I'm like, I could never. I do not have the confidence to be going in like a nightclub and talking to people on stream. That's... Knockback shouldn't stop my wand. Forever Frank has reached level 60. Imagine being called Frank. There's one person who called me Frank in my whole life. I didn't like it. I'll be frank, I did not like it. Just sounded wrong. Guess it would be like, you know, you give like a cat or a dog a name and then say it gets like adopted or whatever, it needs to go to a shelter, and then it has a different name, but you like come across that cat or dog and it has a different name. It's like, oh, that sounds wrong. Or you just call the cat or a dog a different name. My auntie has a cat called Georgie. Sometimes I call it Jorge. It just sounds similar. Cat probably doesn't even understand. Like it's just hearing a name. Already got our golem oil, but we do need to kill like 12 more of those. Gonna be killing. My favourite part of Searing Gorge though, there's just a lot of killing to do. It's even better with rested experience, because you get like a whole level before you're even done all the quests, like we did on Rugen. But sadly, we do not have rested experience. We are very much just on our own experience-wise. But we've almost got a bar already. Should get us well on the way to 50 though, and then if we need to, I just go grind Furball route to get to 50. After that we can do the blasted lanes, as long as there's no Scourge there. If there are Scourge in the blasted lanes when I want to go there, then it's probably going to be a day off hardcore, honestly. The one problem with the Scourging. But I guess a day off hardcore also gives me more rested experience, so it's not the worst thing either. Someone might be killing the smiths. I need to kill them. Need that smithing tool. I killed them before, but not that recently. Surely they would have respawned by now. I'm glad the steam jet, nice. Glad the steam jet doesn't actually do anything to me. Reduce my chance to hit. Doesn't affect me. I think there was like 5, maybe 6 smiths to get that. That's not too bad. Been a lot worse in the past. Not as good as some characters, but definitely not too bad. I should probably focus on the Heart of Flames to get that done before I kill too many dwarfs, so we're also going to need the knives. The daggers, I think. Maybe there's someone else out here killing things, but maybe try to get that done. Spiders are free though. Our damage has gone up so much while playing earlier. He is absolutely popping off right now. And it's even with a little bit of wanding thrown in. So it could be much higher, but our overall gone up about 10 points since yesterday. Funny when you get a new rank of like Mind Blast and then there's 2 Mind Blasts on there. Why is there a level 60 warrior rogue here killing things? Surely he's not questing. Might be. Like, why? Thorium. Gonna have to wait till we get on Francie before we can mine some thorium. Also need some more Heart of Fire for our helmet when we get back on Rugen, which isn't going to be for quite a while because he was the last character to be played. But we will need it. More iron web spider silk. That inventory. Don't really need to care too much about deep rock salt. Sorry, like I said. Less sleep than I wanted. I think I'll probably only be streaming until like 2 PM max. Now I'll just go about my day in like energy conservation mode. Like I can work on low energy, but streaming, especially when hardcore WoW on low energy, is just like, nah, not worth. You don't want to be like doing a low energy stream and then have to make content out of it. There have been some throughout, you know, like the hardcore medley or whatever. 57 paladin also questing out here, like. What are all these high level people doing questing in this low level area? Like that guy I don't mind too much. 52 warrior, that's fine. Damn green quest Andes though. You're a green quest, Andy. I was about to start wanding and then I remembered I can't wand them, they're immune to it. My wand does nature damage. They are immune to nature damage. Every time. Almost said it again. Elemental fire, not exactly the heart of fire or the heart of flame, but fire. That's pretty fire. Oh, yeah. Just yawning now. Not great. Go get this guy first. More important. Also feel like I kind of need to pee. Need a pee and I'm feeling tired, so hey, a heart of fire and a heart of flame. Nice. Actually, I had some pretty good drops on earlier today outside of the quest, right? We've had 5 Heart of the Wild, a Heart of Fire. So, in terms of like crafting stuff, gathering right now. Pretty nice. Elia has always been conscientious when it comes to looting items that we need for the whole team. That lava crab sounds crazy under my... It's just going through my ears like, oh. At least if we finish up in the Searing Gorge a bit early because I'm feeling tired and want to go chill for the rest of the day. We'll have more Searing Gorge to do tomorrow. It's not the worst thing. I don't know if Blasted Lanes will be available. So Blasted Lanes right now is available, but we're not quite ready to go there just yet. I can't stop yawning now. Started and now it's all over. I don't know if I'll even make it to 2 PM. Might just be a 2.5 hour stream. Sucks, because I do want to make good prog, right? But like I said, playing hardcore when you're just not got the energy for it is not a good thing. Just keeps to. Let's say we'll just keep sucking. Then it blast over. Stop my suck. How dare it stop my suck. If I do end early today though, I will try my best to actually have a good night's sleep tonight so I can catch up. Oh. I'll at least get a few quests out here done though. But I've already gained 4 levels this week, and this is only the 3rd day of stream, so I'm not like completely disappointed with the progress we've been making on the priest. Sure, a lot of it came down to having all the rest of the experience that we have had, but like, that's just something that happens in the hardcore medley. Something that is needed also because of dungeons being not available. Oh. So easy to forget that, honestly. But today's been productive already. Gained over half a level. We finished Tanaris outside of the escort. You know, the next time I go to Tanaris when the Scourge isn't there, we'll do the escort. That they arrived when I didn't want them to. I'm having fun on the priest, so I wouldn't be stopping because I'm bored. Just that if don't have the energy to play and I'm feeling a bit tired, playing hardcore is just not something I like to do. When I was streaming a game like Mass Effect, I would do like 5-hour streams every day because I could play it when I was tired. Even when I was like, whatever. But well, I'm not gonna lose my character if I die. Definitely an issue with hardcore, like you don't always have to be on it. There are some zones, like Searing Gorge, what we're doing right now is pretty chill. Once we get into the pit though, it becomes a little less chill. But there are some zones where you can just be kind of relaxing, you know? Winter, spring, Paralysis for the most part, but it does have some scary moments if you're too relaxed. Like the escort quest, stuff like that. I do like winter spring when I go there though, because it is like a nice reward in terms of relaxation after, you know, doing Western Plaguelands, Bellwood, maybe a little bit of Eastern Plaguelands depending on when you're going. Anguro. All that stuff. Back to back. Because a lot of the 50 plus zones are kind of stressful. But then Winter Spring is just like, I get to relax. Nice. Pull the fire guy rather than the earth guy. Rather fight fire. Fight fire with shadow. Void, I guess. Yeah, a lot of the 50 plus zones are stressful. So going to Winter Spring is always a nice feeling. You just get to chill out. Nice chill zone. Kill some furbolgs, you know. Stuff like that. Gonna be a lot of furbolg killing in the hardcore medley. I think we're gonna have to kill like 5,000 furbolgs over the course of the medley, I'm gonna be honest. Not including the furbolgs we've already killed. One more heart of flame. Yeah, I do feel my eyes are being a bit like I could sleep. So I think after this Heart of Flame, maybe it's just a good idea to stop for today. Sucks because it's only been like a 2-hour stream, but you know, sometimes it's better to just stop for the day than it is to just keep going and fall asleep. Definitely don't want to fall asleep while I'm playing hardcore WoW. The funny thing is though, whenever I like log off early for the day because I'm tired, it's not to go have a nap or anything, it's just to not be streaming so I don't have to, you know, use my voice or energy or all of that in ways that make me tired. Like I usually just sit here and do some work after I finish stream, can't be honest. Whenever I have to end early, like, well, I get a few extra hours of work today. That's fine. Everyone just needs a little bit of time off from time to time. Things, you know. Like taking a break at work. You just need a little bit of time every now and then. Can't have the same level of awakeness every day. Nice. We got that quest done. Also, the fact that this level 60 rogue is running around killing things that only a kill is kind of annoying. Like, I get doing quests that give you gold when you hit 60, stuff like that, but...
You need something? Have a good one. Be careful. See you around. See you later.
when I'm out here, I don't really want that to be. So we'll be over 20k experience. Started today about just past halfway through the last level, so hasn't been that bad. We could still probably hit level 50 tomorrow if I wake up and actually have energy. Yeah, it's just one of these days where I'm just like,
What's on your mind?
like I'd like to keep playing and make some progress on Alia, but at the same time it's like,
Watch your back.
don't want it to be risky.
What's on your mind?
Human with a night elf mount. Oh.
Safe travels.
Let's go to Ironforge. 24k into this level. Like if I had the energy to, I could probably finish up Searing Gorge today. But like I said, it's probably better to not finish Searing Gorge today, because then we can at least have something to do tomorrow, just in case like Blasted Lands is under attack or something. So I'll just leave it there. At least we had a little bit of excitement today, you know, the Scourge coming in while I'm doing an escort, stuff like that. And we did finish Tanaris. Didn't get an epic, so I'll have to quit WoW after the hardcore medley now. Unlucky. Oh well. It is what it is. Someone said Battlefield 6 is tomorrow. Do people care about Battlefield anymore? Like, yes, that guy does, but I haven't really heard friends or anything talk about Battlefield. Yes, we need solid stuff in there. There's Francie. A lot of stuff for Rocket. I sent the Heart of Flame to him. It was meant to go to Rugen, but Grocket is the next character to be played, so it's fine. Good Lena as well. It's actually fine. Grocket can just send it. I mean, it's not like we're playing Rugen for a while anyway, right? So.
Watch your back.
Yeah. Not like we're missing much. Yeah, I'm gonna log out here for the day. Only a 2-hour 20 stream, just a short one.
What can I do?
I just don't.
Keep your feet on the ground.
My Raptor. Don't have the energy to keep playing today. Like in a manner where I feel like is good, because I don't really want to get tired while questing in hardcore WoW. I might get a second wind at some point. It happened before, like I've stream for 2 hours and I'm like, man, I'm tired, and then the second wind procs, you know. But yeah, I think it would just be better to call it there. I should be back tomorrow. Get Elliot hopefully to 50, or at least very close, and we'll have a little bit of rest experience, like maybe 3 bars, so it'll make life a little bit easier as well. Why is her cape still on? I have it turned off in the graphics setting. Everyone's cape on? Seems like it is. Friend, I don't know, I can't see. Bowmers isn't. Weird. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow hopefully, and we'll get this character to 50 so we can just rush to 51 next week after a few days off. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry about the short stream. Sometimes it happens. Probably just gonna go look at some work that I have to do for... I've got a few logos to design now, and sort of figure out what I need to do with them, so I'll probably just look at that for them, honestly. Other than that though, I'll see you guys when I see you next. Have a good night or day depending on where you are in the world. World of Warcraft doesn't want me anymore. Later.